So what happens if the driver who caused the crash just drives off? You might think that's the end of the road for your case, but it's not. So what should you do if the at-fault driver fled the scene? In this video, we'll cover what to do immediately after a hit and run, how to pursue compensation even if the driver isn't found, and how the hit and run can affect your case moving forward. I'm attorney Loyd, Bourgeois, your Louisiana injury attorney. I spent years helping injured people just like you fight back when insurance companies try to take advantage of them. If you've been in a crash and need someone in your corner, give me a call at 504-882-9867 for a free consultation. Let's dive right into this. When you're involved in a car crash, the least you expect is for the other driver to remain at the scene, exchange insurance details, and cooperate with the authorities. However, in some cases, the driver responsible for the crash chooses to leave. In fact, the American Automobile Association has found nearly 11% of all police-reported crashes involve a driver who flees the scene. So how do you protect yourself and ensure that you can still recover damages? So what should you do immediately after a hit and run? When you're in a car crash and the other driver decides to flee the scene, it's natural to feel shaken and confused. The first and most important step is to ensure your own safety and the safety of those around you. Make sure that everyone's okay and that you're not in any immediate danger. Then, I know this is difficult in many cases, but resist the urge to chase the at-fault driver. While it's tempting to follow them, doing so can not only put you and others at risk, it also complicates the crash scene, making it harder for law enforcement to determine actually what happened. Once you've ensured that everyone is safe, your next step should be to gather as much information as possible. If you can, try to remember the make, model, and color of the vehicle that fled the scene. The most crucial piece of information you'll need is the license plate number of the fleeing driver. So if you can make a note of that, please write it down. Additionally, take note of any distinguishing features of the vehicle, such as custom rims, decals, corporate logos, damage that might have appeared on the vehicle. This can help authorities track down the vehicle and driver later on. After gathering the details, immediately call the police. Reporting the incident as soon as possible is essential. The police may be able to locate the fleeing driver and make an arrest. Furthermore, a police report can serve as a vital piece of information and evidence when making your claim with your insurance company, including when you make a claim with your own uninsured motorist coverage if that driver remains untraceable or if they don't have insurance. Lastly, don't forget to document everything you can. Write down as many details as you can about the collision, including the direction you were traveling, the direction the other driver came from, any events leading up to the crash, any factors that could have contributed to the wreck, such as road conditions, weather, traffic signals, or potential road rage. This documentation can be essential in building your case. If you're able to find and talk to any witnesses, please try to gather their information as well. Can you still recover compensation even if that driver is never found? Even if the driver who caused the crash is never identified, you may still have options for recovering some compensation. One of the most important coverages that can help you in this situation is your own uninsured motorist or coverage. This coverage is specifically designed to protect you in the event of a hit and run or when the responsible driver has no insurance. In Louisiana, provided you have paid for this coverage, you have the right to file a claim under the coverage. It's crucial in these cases that you have sufficient proof of the incident, such as the police report, and if possible, witnesses verifying and supporting your claim. When dealing with an uninsured motorist claim, the process is usually a little more complicated than a typical claim. However, having a skilled injury attorney on your side can help streamline the process. A personal injury lawyer experienced in Louisiana car crash law will know how to handle the complexities of hit and run cases, identify available insurance policies, potentially find other witnesses or videos that may assist in identifying the at-fault driver, and guiding you through the legal steps necessary to get you the compensation you deserve. It's also important to understand that pursuing an uninsured motorist claim should not lead to consequences with your own insurance rates. While the responsible driver's insurance premium, if they're found, should rise after a hit and run, your premium should not increase. This is because you were not at fault. Nonetheless, your insurance company will be obligated to compensate you for your damages, which include medical expenses, lost wages, and your pain and suffering, as well as the physical damage to your vehicle. So how will a hit and run affect your case? A hit and run crash can make a complicated case even more challenging. In Louisiana, the statute of limitations or prescriptive period for personal injury cases is 2 years. So it's crucial to act quickly and consult with an experienced attorney. This is especially true in hit and run cases, as videos and witnesses are going to be crucial to help try to identify the at-fault driver who left the scene. The presence of a hit-and-run driver adds another layer to the case, making it more difficult to determine fault and liability. Even though the crash is considered a civil matter, the hit-and-run itself is a criminal act. If that at-fault driver is found, this gives you some leverage in negotiations and can strengthen your case if the other driver is located, as it proves the other driver violated the law by fleeing the scene. Additionally, in cases involving serious injuries, the failure of the other driver to remain at the scene may have delayed access to medical care, which could be a crucial part of your case. From a legal perspective, your injury attorney can help prove negligence and hold the other driver accountable, even if they're not identified. Here in Louisiana, we follow the comparative fault doctrine. That means even if you share some responsibility for the crash, you can still recover damage, but those damages may be reduced based on your percentage of fault. Moreover, if the at-fault driver is identified and charged with driving while impaired, you may also be eligible for punitive damages, which are awarded as a form of punishment for their reckless behavior. These types of damages are designed to deter others from committing similar acts in the future, and they can make a significant difference in your compensation, but proving them is difficult and you must get started quickly. While being involved in a hit-and-run crash is a stressful and frustrating experience, I want you to know you still have options. Whether that driver is found or not, an experienced attorney can help guide you through the complexities of the legal process and ensure that you receive the compensation you deserve. If you or someone you care about has been injured in a crash, you deserve an experienced attorney who will fight to get you the compensation and financial justice you deserve. Reach out to me today at 504-882-9867. And if you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button and check out this next video.